2, 1.
Let's go.
Boom. This is the Mountain Road Studios production
Hello, Ashman.
with Mr. Shaun Evans. Howdy, Shaunie.
Yeah, mate. 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
On Sunday, isn't that Sontag the best day of the week?
Oh, God, it's good. And I got tomorrow,
Fucking
Super Bowl
hell.
day. Big American day tomorrow, Super Bowl day.
Super Bowl. Who's going to be singing there?
Patriots in Seattle. Well, I don't know who. We'll talk about that anyway. We'll get on with it. But what another great day. Sunny outside. We get to forget the world for a while, don't we? So,
Well, this is what it's all about.
yeah,
This is what
yeah,
the
forget the world.
podcast is all about for sure. It's
Yep.
about having a bit of a bitch about the last 7 days and also getting to turn it off with a couple of coldies with your mates. How's that sound?
we are fantastic. We could do that, couldn't we? We could bitch about people and let people...
We could show them our black and white drinks that we support everybody, hey?
We're on the softies today. It's a bit of a worry.
There's
but,
a little bit of a mix in there, but it's not
we
too
might,
bad.
We might be a bit straighter than usual. Oh, you got a mix in yours. I missed out.
Just
Anyway,
a little bit of a mix. Say that 3 times, that'll give it away.
Bit of a mix, bit of a mix. Yeah, sound like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. How's your week been?
Mate, it's been a week of... I'm a little bit loaded today. It's been a bit aggressive again this week. It's
Yes.
been ripping stuff out and throwing stuff away, and these are big frames. Yeah, that's it's been a messy week. We've been down on the coast. The views have been fantastic. It's
Down south?
$1 million views. Yeah, Hallett Cove there. There's nothing
Nice.
in front of you but sharks and boats, really, but no wind. It was really quite
Nice.
a nice day down there, mid to late week this week. But
Nice.
yeah, all remedial stuff though. You don't want to get involved in that stuff too
No.
often, and that's the whole point of us trying to get on the front foot and making sure it doesn't. But this one's about a 6-year-old job. We won't go into it. It's fairly legal, and
No, well, let's not do
Yeah,
that. We don't
we'll,
like legal stuff.
make sure that everything's all tanked before we go back in, and we'll go again. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's gone pretty quick. It's hot still, isn't it? Still hot. Must be 34
even
still in the
today.
smelter. One day we'll show them how small it is in this little studio.
Yeah,
and-
yes, yeah. No, we always make sure we fart outside before we come in because
Well,
someone will die.
This one's our only fan.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, bar Michelle. She's the only other one, but yeah, good on you, Michelle. Yeah, but that's
she don't even know we're doing today. I don't think. I haven't mentioned it to her.
well,
again.
that's good. She might get
She'll get a surprise one.
surprise on Monday on the bus.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. We like doing that.
And big shout out to SOS Safety Signs, big Jason
Yes.
Wright and his lad Chris. Hey boys, yeah, all sticker needs and anything printed, go down and see them. They're down at Green Acres
Friend of the
on
show.
Mullers Road. Yeah, they've helped us out for ages. So a big shout out to the boys
Yes,
there.
Jace.
They're always helping out.
He's a lovely fella too, isn't he?
Hey, they just keep helping people out, don't
Yeah,
they?
he's a lovely fella. When I was at Dodgers, he would always help us out with stickers and things that we needed for all the small things that just make a difference to make the place better. And Jason was part of that. So he's
Yeah, and his lad Chris, he's in there full time as well. Is
he?
He's a chip off the old block. So yeah,
Right, lovely.
Big shout out to you boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. Looking after all the suburbs and making sure that all the cars and everything else looks good with their signs. And,
Yeah. No, he's a good fella, and if Chris is doing it, well, there you go.
well, it's coming.
Whole family.
I think what he'll learn from Jace. Jace is the whiz on the computer and
Yeah.
also on the printer. And if you go down and have a look how big his printer is, it's wonderful to get a walk through there. It's
Right. Okay.
an absolute beauty. So whatever you
nice.
want, he can print it more or less. So
Nice.
yep, good on you, fellas. That's
Well done, boys.
Good to know you and good to be a part of you on us with you on this show. So all
Yes.
good.
We appreciate anyone that wants to be part of the show or help out. And
And we've got a new segment starting this week.
yes, tell us about it.
We've had a bit of a chat during the week about it. It's
Yes.
called Behind the Plate.
Ooh.
How's that sound?
Baseball.
it's-
I take it's baseball.
It is baseball. It's an umpire's view of the week that's been. We try to keep everyone's name out of it, but what
Yeah,
we'll
we
try
will
to do is just keep up with a little bit of the goss around all the clubs and maybe who won, who lost, and who excelled. So we might as well kick that off from here, mate. What are we? It's the 8th, so quiet, boys. It was the 7th of February. Can you believe it's February already?
My youngest daughter said to me the other day, it's the 5th of February. She said that. And I said, sorry, what? I don't know where January's gone, and we're
January's
only
gone, that's a given.
10 months to go, or 11 and a half, 10 and a half months
if you
to go.
say next week the pageant's coming in 2 weeks, fuck that.
Well, we'll have the Jesus celebration coming up soon, won't we? I mean, that's not far away.
It is.
So, that's coming up pretty shortly. So, yeah, I don't know what's happening, Ash. I feel like I'm getting older because the years are getting quicker, I reckon. It's just unreal.
I think we're going to bed earlier, so the days are turning over quicker.
Oh, that's what it could be. Yeah.
Could be.
I need to because of my knees, but do you want me to give a quick wrap of the Division 1 baseball?
Yeah, let's do it quickly.
Landscape?
Let's try to go around the block as quickly as we can and just highlight what's good, what's maybe the scores were. Go for it.
Yeah, so yesterday I umpired a game, Goodwood and Northern Districts Division 2, game down at Goodwood. That ended up getting finished early because Goodwood were 57-0 up.
That's a big win.
So it was poor boy from
Derek
North.
Jeter.
Oh, the poor boy needed to come around the wicket when he was pitching. He kept on landing them short, and then when he did throw it on the full,
it was a no ball.
It was just. But anyway, brought me back mentally to that Henley game. That was why I was out in the middle, just shaking. But anyway, so Division 1 baseball yesterday. For those that want to know. There was a double-header day, so big day, lots of movement. Everyone thought might have been for the finals ladder, but as it turned out, most series, 99% of series, finished one game each. So what that means is that both teams won one of the two games that was on offer. There wasn't as much movement as we thought. So a lot of them won all. I went to Kensington and Golden Grove. That turned out one game all. It was quite a good one. Kenzie won 7-1 in the early one, and the Dodgers responded 7-0. So the Dodgers were a run up on the day, if you want to look at it that way. But all the series turned out to be one game each in the double headers, which was interesting because there wasn't much movement in the ladder. The only one that didn't, Gawler, who are finals prospects this year, lost both their games down at Port Adelaide and got hammered in both. So that was a bit of a surprise. Gawler had been playing some good baseball. So Port Adelaide absolutely demolished them twice. So that was the only one that where a side won both games. And that hurt Gawler in a way because now Port Adelaide have jumped the MASH into the top 6. So, that made a bit of a difference for Gawler. Just with that as well, there's only 4 games remaining now for Division 1 baseball before the finals. There's one game on Saturday coming up next week. There is another double-header around the weekend after, which will be another one to keep an eye on, just to see what, because double games can make a difference potentially. And then there's one minor round the Saturday after. So not much Division 1 baseball left in the minor rounds, but at the moment I think if you look at the top 6, there's really 8 teams in contention to make that top 6. So there's still a bit to play out there. So it's going to be a very interesting end to the season.
Have you got 1 to 8 for us?
If I was to go 1 to 8, I would say Henley, because they're top, they're game and a half clear, and that they do what they do. So I'd say Henley. I would then say Adelaide Angels would be there. Southern Districts, who have had a great year with Jake Campbell and Johnny Inglis down there. They're sitting in 3rd at the moment, so I think they'll get in. East Torrens are 4th, I believe, after yesterday.
4 big movers there, yep.
So there's 4 big clubs there, I think, and then the rest sort of throw a blanket, but there's Woodville in there.
Yeah, West Torrens in there?
West Torrens, are in there as well, as they always are. So there's sort of 6 teams, and then fighting outside of that is now Port and Gawler are sort of 7th and 8th, pretty close to Woodville in 6th. So It's going to be. I'm really interested to see how that plays out. Woodville have recruited a guy from the Melbourne Aces just recently, so that's why they've had a bit of a movement. They were sort of sitting eighth, but they've sort of jumped up a little bit. So it's going to be a fascinating end of the year. Southern Districts yesterday pitched their number one import, who had been playing with Perth Heat, for anyone that follows the ABL. He'd been gone for a few weeks, but he returned yesterday and threw lights out, 13, 14 strikeouts against Sturt. So that's going to help them, obviously. That unbelievably fascinating season. Who's going to win it? It could be anyone, to be honest, on their day. If you look at the double headers yesterday, West Torrens, who are always strong, as you and I both know, drew with Henley 1 game each. So they're first and third, first and fourth. So final series will be interesting as well. I couldn't tell you who I think will win at this stage. But fascinating into the end of the season. Get out to Dodgers. I believe, just for those that are Dodgers fans on the program, they're down at Southern Districts next week. The long journey down to South. So you may not want to travel to that one if you don't have much petrol money. But the following week they're out at Gawler in a double header. So that'll be a big day for the Dodger club out there at Gawler, tackling their local rival. So. And then I'm not quite sure who they finished with in the last round. I apologise, I didn't look that information up. But their next 3 games, certainly the next one to attend to would be Gawler at Gawler for the double dip again.
What about your Yankees update? Any more feeds come through from the US this week?
They signed Paul Goldschmidt for 1 more year yesterday, first baseman. They had looked at different first basemen, but no one would sign with them. They wouldn't give the money required, which always fascinates me when you're in New York. I mean, I don't know if you want someone, why you just don't pay the money. But anyway, but they balked at a few of the ones that were interested, so they ended up re-signing Goldschmidt. I don't know. I think the last time we were on this program, they were talking about re-signing Bellinger, or they just had. So gone with a few older blokes. So. Not much else other than that. I did, for those people that wanted to know about Jeter.
Derek Jeter, number
2.
Number 2.
He, the captain. You asked me last time on the program what was happening with him. Well, he's not going into ownership. What it is he's going to be in the management team, so supporting Booney and that side of it, and he's working on developing the younger players.
Man, what a good bloke to have back.
Yeah, so that's huge. So he's going to be working on that, on future generational players, and giving hitting tips to those that want it in the
hitting and infield. I'd be thinking, for sure.
So that's what he is doing. He's not getting into the ownership. I thought he was. So again, apologies there, but he.
Joel Mazza be happy then. Big shout out to Mazza. How are you, bud?
Yes, Joel. He's one of the best looking blokes you've ever seen.
He's still the youngest looking bloke I've seen.
Yeah, he's youngest, and he's 54, I think, but he only weighs 30 kilos,
Jesus.
and he just and his hair. He's got plenty of feathers.
He can't be 54 yet.
No, he's not. I take that back, Joel. But he's got plenty of feathers to him as well. Like, he's not losing any hair. So he's a lovely bloke, Joel. So he'll be happy that Derek's back. Look, it all rolls around in a month's time, doesn't it, really? So away we go for 162 games, Ash.
There you go. That's the week behind the plate, mate.
Yeah.
Well done. That's a pretty good wrap, Shawnee. Yeah.
Good to give an update, isn't it?
I like the way you got around it pretty quick. It was really just flying from the hip, and you've nailed it, so well done.
I'm a bit of a baseball nerd, as you know, and especially SABL. I tend to be across all that sort of stuff, what's happening, what's going on. It fascinates me. So, I really love it. So happy to tell people what's happening out there.
Reach a green and a red stubby holder, and
we can indeed.
I'll just give them a quick plug as well while we're here in between drinks. There's the new the Swoop 26. Where's the camera?
Look at that.
And the Swoop 24. So that one's the Olympic trap. The 24 ounces of pellets in their bullets. So we've got a bit of stock here now that we can throw around.
Okay,
We
so they're on.
handed a bit up at the club last Saturday. Actually, it was good to get them around.
They're on the website, are they? Or
no, not really. No, they're all just white roo clothing sort of promotion stuff.
Yep.
So
yeah, nice.
but no, they're all out there and about. So that's good to get that out.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Gary Charalumbus.
Put your teeth in.
So
You sound like No, I won't say that.
Gary Charalumbus. I hope you're out there shooting again yesterday, mate.
Yes.
And
Gary,
getting those.
what'd you get? 15
Clay,
or something? Out of
25.
25 out of what?
25. That's what you want to get.
Right.
24.
What did you get? 15.
I got. That was on a good day.
Yeah,
15.
but it's not like you practice.
No. But these guys they're on the 100-kilometre-hour flick, so I was on the 75.
I don't.
So it's another 25.
I reckon
as
you're
well,
bringing
but-
yourself down here. I reckon
But it was
it's,
good fun.
yeah,
It was adrenaline while you're on.
Yeah. I've never shot anything. Oh, sorry. I beg your pardon. I went spot whining. You ever done that? Shooting rabbits?
Nah, never.
I went and did that in Port Lincoln once.
Yeah, right.
Never shot a gun before, and the ex-mother-in-law gave me a shotgun and in the back of a ute, and we're driving along. And she goes, off you go, Shaun. So, bang, over I went.
They really
Over
popped,
I
don't they?
She went straight in the shoulder and over I went. I was laying on the back of the ute with the gun in the air and lots of people screaming. So
Lucky you only had one bullet in there at a time.
But no, I shot a rabbit and I think I went home and cried for hours. I felt really bad.
Yeah, I'm not into. I'm not into hunting and killing and whatever you do, you hunt, you eat the whole lot, don't you? So
I think I was. Oh, that's always been my theory. But no, I went home really distraught over that.
no,
They didn't even think about it. They're like, "Oh, good work, Shaun. You've shot a rabbit." I went home and nearly cried. That 1970s film Bright Eyes. Where they cry and the rabbits all die with the foxes and that.
mix them of toasties, didn't they?
Oh, I had bloody bright eyes running through my head as a song. I was like, I've killed a bloody rabbit here. I felt terrible. But anyway, they live a different life. Don't they?
I think that they are a pest as well. I think that it is management over killing for the sake of killing. But yeah, they're pretty quick. If you can get, I know our Labrador used to chase them down the back.
Yeah.
When we'd let them out, and boy, oh boy, they'd tear out the back. But a lot of fun. But no, it's it was good to see it. Good to have a shoot as well, just to see what was involved with it. And
I didn't ask you last time. What gun did you shoot?
that's a very good question. No,
Okay.
I don't know. It was a double barrel. I know that.
Yeah. Sure.
I was
Chopper Reed style.
only allowed to have one bullet in there in case I flinched with the second one. But no, it's a very good setup. They were very, very disciplined to make sure that you face forward all the time. You can't be reckless where you point.
Yep.
So, wherever you stood, there was someone sort of always trying to keep you straight so that you didn't turn around. And you really had that in your brain the whole time.
Yeah.
Because you can understand it's a live round.
Yeah.
There's no real encumbrance on you. If you wanted to go crazy, you could go crazy.
Yeah, turn around and how's the weather or
You
whatever,
could do.
100 people just...
So, touch wood that, that never happens. They're all professionals out there. But, no, it's...
Where were you again? Where'd you go?
The Virginia one. I
Right,
think it's
okay.
the State Park or whatever it is. So
At the skate
Adelaide
park.
Shooting Club. Yeah, something like that.
They want to keep you...
But,
Bit of trouble out there if you go astray.
yeah, Australiana. But, no, it was good to do. And would I do it again? Yeah, I'd do it again. I wouldn't rush to do it again, but... I think Mandy was worried I'd come home with another addiction, but no, I didn't.
One less toe.
But to see their accuracy, how quick they are, and boom, boom, it's that quick. Boom, boom.
Oh, is it really? Okay, right. That's why they don't want you to...
Well, you've got 5 shooting stations on the one trench,
Right.
and then that can shoot 3 ways. So you don't know whether it's straight to the left, to the right, and then it's also elevated at certain elevations.
Right, okay, sure.
So it's you got a 1 in 3 chance whether it's going to go left, could go straight, or it could go to the right, and then they're all different trajectories as well.
Right. And you got 15 out of 25?
Not on that one though. That was the
right,
100
okay.
kilometre. I went on the American track, which was 75.
Yeah. Well, we love America, you and I. So that was the one to go and do. What? So And Gary, just give Gary another plug, I guess.
Gary Cheralumbus, he's
Yeah.
a carpenter for one of the smelter mobs. He's a carpenter by trade, so he's been wearing the infield armour gear for a couple of years now.
And where's he at the moment? He's training for Olympics, or he's where is he?
No,
up to?
they're still training for their state stuff.
Yep. Okay.
So at this stage, they're not at. They're doing the Olympic quality stuff.
Okay.
But you'd have to be shooting 25 every week to. And, that's pretty hard stuff. You only got to miss 1, 2.
Yeah.
And you don't stop for 25. You rotate with 5 other guys.
Oh, wow.
And each time that you shoot your target, you move to the next stage.
Right.
And that's your 5-man person rotation.
Wow, okay. So Gary himself, is he aiming to do more with it, or is he just he's happy with where he's at with?
Well, I think too, what he's trying to do is get as high as he can, and as often close to 25 as you can get. So if you're shooting 23s, 24s every week, because they shoot most weekends, every Saturday,
a bit like baseball,
pretty well. So
yeah.
If you're up around that level, then I assume doors open for you that you can undertake to go further if you choose to.
Yeah, sure. I guess the other thing with that, like anything, it's a bit like golf, isn't it? You try and get par every golf course you go to, but there's wind, noises, traffic.
Sure is.
Whatever. And I'm sure it'd be the same with gun shooting, that, you have a day where she's slightly windy, or I don't know, whether they don't go out or
No. Yeah, they go out in it. It was even windy, and it's like out there on the plains.
Yeah.
It can be quite blustery, but
very much so.
As I said, these things are 100 kilometres an hour springing out, and they're generally pop within probably a second and a half.
Yeah.
Pop.
See, to me, that would be a very good skill. I mean, that would be, in wind and God knows what else, and you're trying to pop 25 like that. That means you must be good at what you're doing.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be a smart ass and start running around and panicking.
Hey, everybody.
Hopefully it's a rubber
Have
bullet.
a couple of red tins and need to run off for a wee at one point. You end up coming back without an arm or a leg.
Yeah.
But, no, look, it's fascinating. Good luck to Gary. I hope Gary does, really well with that. Again,
he's got a few buddies out there as well, and
Yep.
I don't remember all their names there, but they're a good crew.
There'd be an Ian, there'd be a Jeff, there'd be a Mike.
I think there's there's a couple of foreign names there. There's some nice cars out there.
Is there really? Okay. Wow. Okay.
It's the who's of who's got the
really?
nice cars.
Okay.
So
nice.
you might have old Australian V8s, or you might have brand new Mercedes AMGs, and
I'd go out there for the cars. I'm not.
Oh, you can. You can just drive past and lick every one of them. They're that good.
I don't think anyone would let me near a gun, to be honest. But it's
They let you with one bullet only, I think.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
But
yeah, I don't know. I'd go there for the cars, though. That sounds fascinating.
Good. So he's doing very well.
Well done, Gary.
Yeah, well done, Gaz.
Love you, Gaz. Well done.
He's out there, as I said, every week trying his best. And
one day Ash will get your last name right on the podcast.
Cheralumbus. So it's taken me 2 years to get to there.
Say it several times, you'll be right. Yeah.
Yeah, you need it. You need it. But
put your front teeth in.
No, that's going pretty well. And
good.
It's lucky enough I see him probably once a week, once a fortnight at work. So
good on you, Gaz. We love you.
Keeps it all moving around.
Good man.
What about Pauline Hanson? She's still making roads forward, isn't she?
Someone called her red fluff the other day because she doesn't talk much sense, and I thought, well, that's probably the wrong terminology to use. But goodness me, like South Australia, they've loaded up, Ash.
I think there's a bull's rule that she's not going to get in.
Well, they've now, and interestingly enough, during the week, Corey Bernardi is now dropped in to run for her in South Australia as her main Senate ticket. Now, Corey Bernardi is a polarising figure to a lot of people. Oh, I'm good at the moment, thanks. So Corey Bernardi is quite polarising to people because he's very right-wing with his views, which would suit Pauline, but he can be a controversial figure. Certainly was within the Liberal Party as he left. So to be her number one Senate ticket is ballsy. It's putting it out there because she's gone for it with him. But I personally think that could work one of two ways. You'll get a lot of people that will love him because he's so right wing, and then a lot of people go, oh shit, well, now Bernardi's with her. I'm gonna, perhaps look at a different option. So very interesting for her to do that. But I did see that because, as you know, I'm a bit of a nerd with this stuff as well. So I went through and looked at it seat by seat, and the only seat they're not running in South Australia for the election is Mayo, which is in the eastern suburbs, very liberal. They haven't got a candidate for Mayo. But other than that, they've got all the Senate people ready to go should they fill enough Senate tickets and legislative seats. They've got enough people to do that now. A lot of them unknown. And then in the lower house, they've covered most seats around Adelaide where they've got a candidate. Even at seats like King, which is very well held by Labor. And even Blair Boyer's seat. Hello to Blair. We like Blair. Labor candidate. He very much helped us get the indoor facility at Golden Grove Dodgers, so great man Blair. But he's now got a One Nation candidate running against him, who looks to me to have eaten too many pies, but that's okay. And
someone's got to eat the pies.
Well, I think he has. I think he's gone to the buffet one too many times. But so they've got it.
He's looking after the state by consuming, isn't he?
Well, I think he's just testing it so none of the rest of us get poisoned. But anyway, So One Nation overall, she's really gone for it in South Australia. I haven't taken a look at Victoria. Obviously, they've got an election coming up in November. So I'll take a closer look at Victoria for the next podcast and just let you know what she's doing there. But word on the street is that she might be loading up there. But certainly March, South Australia, Pauline's gone all in, getting Corey Bernardi as her main ticket guy and then loading up in every seat. So she's just going for it. So it's interesting. Does that work? Don't know. How's the landscape, do you reckon? Do you reckon there's enough momentum for change?
I feel there is. I feel that it's people, I think, were disillusioned in the last election, let alone going forward with the same thing again. Like, how did he get in last time? You hear, all the migrants voted for him, rah, rah, rah. Who knows what's truth or faux there? But surely going forward again with all the pushback, let's call it pushback, like most countries now around the world are starting to push back and starting to say, hey, all right, enough's enough. And it's not about closing the gates, but it's about now saying, right, let's reduce how much more we intake. We can't house and feed them at the moment. And she's talking the talk. She's done it for years.
Yeah.
Financially, she's okay. I think if she can get the right people and have the right policies now to be genuine, to be Australian, we know she's Australian, to be of that quality where you are making good policy.
Yeah.
You can't just get in and then fucking wreck it. You know what I mean? You've got to be pretty up to date with all the policies, and there's a lot of policies there, isn't there? Like, and you got to be careful what you promise, because you will be held to it.
Correct. And the other thing that worries me about her, and I'm like, good on her, she's telling it the way it is, and she's got a direction she wants to take things. However, as you're saying, when she got asked the other day, well, should you win in South Australia, who would be treasurer? And she said, I'm not sure. We'd take a look at that. We'd take a look at that once we win.
No.
You can't have that.
That's right.
So there's still an amateur sort of side to that.
Sure.
And that makes it easy for Malley and the government to rip apart.
There you go. And that could be part of the knockback for her.
Yeah. So still not quite as organised as she should be to be a major party, but I think, there's a wave of momentum, I think, that is certainly happening nationwide.
There has been, I think, since Bondi also, that there has been a shift there's so much more on YouTube and there's so much more on the socials now, and you're getting a lot more of the Australian immigrant going online saying, hey, you live here, you live Australia, right?
Yes.
And now this is coming from the New Australian.
Yes.
But that's your pledge, isn't it? If you
absolutely.
if you come here or you go anywhere in the world and you want to live in that world because you believe in what it stands for or the way it operates,
Yeah.
then you've got to, in Rome do as Romans do. We've said that 1,000 times. You've got to play the game. And you're hearing it more from the immigrant Australian side, not just the Aussies. You're always going to hear it from the Aussies.
Yes.
But I can see a motion shift that providing she's got the policies in place and she's still got a couple of years, a year and a half before she's got to really be right up there. But it's time to go and it's time to get it ready now, isn't it? And make sure that the health and the defence portfolios, you don't fuck with any of that stuff. If you've got a better way, make sure it is a better way.
Yeah, I agree.
But don't get in and then you're that far underdone that you just totally have fucked it across the board. And I think that's pretty rough to say that, but that's how it's got to be.
Fair summation. I mean, look, that's correct. You can't get in and yell and scream and say, "Oh, we're going to turn every immigrant back and we're going to send out the illegals."
You can't say, "I didn't think of that." You've got to be on
the Port
it.
of Darwin, Pauline. Someone asked her where she stood with that the other day.
What was the outcome on that?
And she said, "Well, we need to buy back the port of, the port. Yes, we need to buy it back."
Remember when how
would you do that, Pauline, to not make sure the Chinese aren't happy? Oh, we'd talk to them. Now, to me, this is coming to your point.
That sounds as green as it was when the other two looked at it prior to...
Oh, absolutely. But you've got to be... If you want to be a prime minister or the leader of a country or a state, you need someone that's going to say, well...
I'm going to say it, and I've said it...
I do worry about that side.
I've said it time after time.
Yeah.
I believe you don't do a 10-year deal, because you're only going to get 6 years at best. Buddy Franklin's the only one. I bang on about it all the time.
Yeah.
1 in 10 probably. 1 in 1,000 might get through. 1 in 10,000 might get through. 10. Now you've done a 100-year deal with China over the Darwin port.
Yeah.
Now to me, this is okay. At the time, everyone was, we've all built our cities out of processed, cheap Chinese steel that came from Australia, right? We get it and we all used it. But what we've done is we've sold it for too long. It's 100 years. There's only 1 in 20,000 get through that long.
Yeah, yeah.
Why didn't we make it just a fucking 25-year deal and see how it runs?
Because of the financial...
Because we all got excited.
Well,
everybody got excited that it's boom time, and we've done that. And we've done that with cheaply processed steel from Australia.
The Chinese are correct in what they say, though. You sign this 100-year deal to get financial impact, which we gave you. Second to that, you wanted stability in the region, which is what we then offered, because we said so long as that's there, we'll protect you. Now it doesn't suit you militarily. And the new generation of Australia is saying, well, we want it back. So I can see where the Chinese get to with that. But...
Well, we made the deal.
We're a bit dumb, though, Ash, in a lot of ways. And one way, what I keep thinking is, this was announced by most politicians in Canberra during the week. Yes, we're looking to buy the port of Darwin back, right? And they say this in the media and just announce it. But there's been no discussion with the Chinese. This sort of thing, I would have thought, needs to go to the Chinese first with secret discussions to say, let's open discussions, rather than just coming out in the media and saying, we're going to talk to the Chinese about it.
The media isn't about truth anyway, is it?
No, but I just think we've revealed our hand.
I think you've got to say, I don't know if you've seen it, there's a guy called Mel Picos that does Talking Tactics on YouTube, and he goes through all the defence stuff And he's got it all netted out into everything. There's purchases of vehicles, boats, ships, RVs, everything. He goes planes, submarines. He goes right through the whole lot, and the pros, cons for everything.
Yep.
You need somebody like that to arbitrate, not just the media get hold of it and go, rah, rah, rah. And
Correct.
you know, like, you want all that shit really kept to the government in regards to decision making, don't you?
Well,
that doesn't have to be aired until such time that there's something that's in concrete. It's gone and floated to the people. Then the social media comes in and says, okay, yes, it's good, bad, whatever. But you can only react once something's been set in concrete. You can't just blab your mouth.
Oh, and I think that's where they've gone wrong. And I mean, look, if you look
Happens
at
all the time.
Paul Wolfowitz in America, I never get his name right. He was
Gary Charolumbus.
Yeah, Paul Wolfowitz. One of the great
Might take you 2
tacticians
years as
of.
well.
Yeah, I'm going to go and practice that in front of a
Need
mirror.
to practice it.
I'm going to practice that in front of a
Michelle
mirror.
will be disgusted that you haven't got it right.
Oh, I can't wait for feedback.
What's his name? Wolverine.
Wolfowitz.
Wolfowitz.
He was, which people used to laugh at because it was an attack animal of wolf, and then, of course, Jewish name wolf. You know, Schwitzer Wolfowitz. Anyway, forget it. I'm not even going to go any further with that. Paul, I'm going to call him now. But he was a great tactician, right? Now, what he did was, 20 years ago, he said, we're going to go after Iraq as America. We're going to go after, and he listed 5 countries in order that America was going to go after because they had communist dictators.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
He had that as secret documents that he gave to the government. This is the way we're going to do it. And he gave it to Dick Cheney, who, as we know, ran the country.
Yes.
Because Bush didn't. Cheney ran it.
He was the war machine.
He was the war machine. But it was all secret documents given to the government, and they went after it, and they went after those 5 countries. And if you look back now, 20, 30 years later, America just has happened to go after each one of those countries in order. So they had a program and a plan, and it wasn't put out in the media, hey, we're buying back the port of Darwin. It was all secret documents laid out because they had a tactician in him that knew what needed to be done to get the world back the way it should be. Who have we got as someone like a tactician or I don't.
Mel Picos, he's our man.
Okay.
So get on YouTube and have a look
on.
at his stuff because it's top shelf. Make sure you click and subscribe with him because he's doing a great job, and he certainly makes it easy to understand. That's one good thing. You can just sit down for 45, 50 minutes and just watch his display. He's Australian. Mel Picos, nice, good Australian name.
Yes.
And sets it straight. It's fantastic. I love his work. I'm looking for it all the time.
Well, I'll go home and have a look.
But the Australian government and the US government also has obviously spent a lot of money on now the northern hemisphere of Australia, from way over to the future Stirling port over there in Perth.
Yes.
And all the way up around the Western Australian. There's another airport up there that's now getting pumped, and they're also going out into the Indian Ocean. It might be Christmas Island or one of those one there,
right. Yep.
where they're going to beef that up as well, and not just have fuel and sanitary over there. They're going to be having longer runways and more of everything, more fuel, more stock, more ammo, more everything, so that if it ever came to fruition that you've also got another one out there, because the Indian Ocean is open, it's way open, isn't it? All the way down from India, all the way down from Emirates.
If you look at Elon Musk, he sent a rocket up. Now,
to the moon?
No. So what he did from Texas, and it landed in the Indian Ocean. So it was just short of, but they did that deliberately because they didn't want to eat Australia with it. So they put it out into the ocean, but it could have made it to Perth.
Righto.
And it landed perfectly in the ocean.
Yeah.
Now, this rocket was 10 stories tall, right? So you can imagine how big that is, right? And I can't remember the amount of weapons that it could have held, but they'd loaded it up inside to see if they could put lightweight weapons in it with bombs and missiles and open the door across the Indian Ocean. It got from Texas to the Indian Ocean just outside of Perth within 45 minutes. Right? So that's the technology that Musk has been working on with the American military. You imagine something the size of a 10-foot building flying through the sky in 45 minutes to Perth from Texas. So I'm fascinated by where this all goes because he's been asked to look at this by the American military and the Australian military to see what's possible.
I am hearing that there's been
fascinating.
a very large movement forward in technology. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, the latest one that Musk is working on at the moment, and he hasn't quite solved it, but he's working on flying cars with wings.
There's someone already doing it. Might be India or Africa.
Right.
They've already got flying cars. There's 15 or 20 of them already in motion that can take 2 people. But already, yes, they're way in front of lots and lots of people. So
Elon fascinates me because he's a bit of an oddball, but
don't forget India has
a bright
a
bloke.
billion people,
Oh, absolutely.
not millions.
But Elon is fascinating.
Is he from here? Is he from Earth?
Is he green? Has he got a tinge of green to him?
There's something about him, isn't there?
Tinge
that,
of green, yeah. I think he's only got 4 fingers, which I think is a bit of a giveaway.
It
But,
could be,
yeah.
could be, but
yeah, exactly. But he fascinates me with his technology and what he's looking at. Like they did test flights of these cars the other week, and someone said, "Well, how'd it go?" And he said, "It crashed." So not great, but it's got wings and it flies, and it can go for half an hour, is where he's up to at the moment. And he's got this missile, which is as long as a 10-foot building. I just couldn't get over that. Texas to Perth in 45 minutes. If you load that up with weaponry, that's going to do some damage, I would have thought, wherever you want to land that.
yeah, well,
Goodness me.
if this new technology, as we said in previous podcasts about that, most governments are 20 years in front of where we are today, if not more. But there has apparently been a fairly large. Listening to Ross Coulthard.
You all right?
Excuse me.
It's,
Got one of those pepper.
we haven't had a death on the show yet. I'm hoping we don't have one today.
Oh.
You're right. I'm not kissing you.
How good's that one?
I'm not kissing you. I'll pat you on the back, but I ain't
You
kissing
can
you.
kiss me. I wasn't joking. That had a bit of zip to it.
Yeah, now what are we eating?
What
here?
are they? I don't even know what they are.
Well, I've had these at your place before, but I've never asked. What are they?
They're almost like little, like deep fried, almost like chicken.
Yeah, they're nice.
Like
though.
they're exhausted, aren't they? But they got a little bit of kick to them, bit of pepper.
I've been okay with them so
Bit
far,
of-
but once at your place you asked me a question, I couldn't speak for 5 minutes because I got a spicy
I
one.
got a spicy one then. That one got me. But
Yeah, I hope you pull through.
listening to Ross Coulthard, he's really dropping stuff every day now, which is enormous with his News Nation and all that.
Yeah.
But what they're saying is that there has been. He thinks that there's been a fairly substantial breakthrough in technologies. They're a bit spicy, mate. But
They're spicy, just in case you didn't know. Oh, goodness, mate.
so
yeah.
it would be amazing if we go back to splitting the atom in 1945. 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 105, 115, 125. That's 80 years.
Yeah.
Now think of the technology to get to the point where you even have the ability to split an atom 80 years ago.
The thing that
You imagine what they know now, that you could turn off life in 8 minutes if the buttons were pushed and all countries decided, well, this is it, we're in.
Oh, and
It'd be
that
over.
was going to be my point. You're correct again. I think that listening to Elon going, well, we're flying missiles from Texas to Perth in 40 minutes or 45 minutes, and we can load them with weaponry, right? Now, I'm guaranteeing you they're not the only country that's got stuff that can have that capability.
No, for sure.
So, especially the Chinese. So,
especially Russia.
Oh,
Russia's
Russia.
been in advanced weaponry for years.
So if you
You look at George Knapp when he went over there
Yes.
and brought
Yeah.
all that material
Yeah.
back, and that was way back when, like
Yep.
these days you wouldn't even, I would think you wouldn't even venture even trying to attempt to bring anything out of there.
So when you think of all that though, God help us.
8 minutes, it's scary. There's
something breaks
a
out-
lot of information on there.
If something breaks out,
You don't want to
geez,
watch it because it's not good. It's terrible, but
It's not going to be a 5-year World War II job.
it'll be 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And you might as
Yeah.
well go down with the ship because
Yeah.
you'll be living underground if you got the money for the next
Might as well go
3
and see
years.
Gary.
Gary Charalumbus.
Yeah, go and see him.
Love your work, Gary. But look, it is a scary world, and I think if you can harness that technology for good rather than bad, which is always the way, isn't it?
I do wonder whether at some point soon there'll be a bit of a pissing competition. Someone will say, "Oh, well, look what we've got. Look what we've got," and then and then it's not going to be a
Over
5-year
Greenland, or
Well, don't know.
is Trump still poking the bear with?
No, I think he played golf 2 days ago, so he's a bit calmer now.
It's got a funny swing, hasn't he, old Trumpy?
I think he's got a funny lots of things, but
It's got a short backswing. I don't like to throw stones because I'm not there myself, but
well, if you read the Epstein files, he does. Someone said he did have a short backswing, but hasn't that blown up just recently?
We can't go there. That's
We can't,
way
but,
too political for us.
But
We get knocked
British
out.
Prime
We don't have
Minister's
fun on
named-
Sundays anymore,
British Prime Minister's named and everything now. I thought, goodness, this is heating up. But look, it's going to be no 5-year job. This will just be someone will go, we hate you back, and on she goes, and you and I will be dust, and so will our viewers. But it'll be over pretty quick.
Hey, I'm in the window and door industry. I've got a mate called Shane Storm. He's got a business called Adelaide Door Solutions. He's down there at Salisbury Plains. If you've got issues with any of your roller wheels on any of your sliding doors, everybody's got a sliding
Has he
door
got
at
a
home.
Does he do bathrooms?
Bathroom for shower screens.
Yeah, or shower screens or doors. I've got a rolling door at home that's stuffed. If you
External
don't mind,
doors.
Shane.
External. I give him a ring.
It's an internal one, but it's a bathroom that's off the hinges thing. and I can't
mainly
fix it.
doors and windows sort of side.
Oh, it's a door and it's
external,
on
but
rollers. So
not shower screens. And
I'll ring Shane myself a bit later once we're off air.
I think he'll ring you back and say, "No, I'm not interested." But
Very much so. But at least
if you do have problems with your external door systems, hey, give him a call. He's got all the wheels and everything that
that's what I need. I
can
still don't think he'll do
quickly
it.
change your world from listening to that old train station running around on the broken pip and get it going. There's pip adapters. There's all sorts that can go on to create
Pip adapters. My
pip
goodness.
adapters that can make the rolling door system slide well again. Great prices, honest as the day's long. Give him a call and good on you, Shano. And that's excellent. He's a good bloke, good local bloke, and he'll go everywhere. So
I'll ring you in the next hour, Shane. Then you'll reject me, and we'll see how we go.
he'll reject you. That's fine.
Not the first time. I used to get rejected by girls back in the day. I know you'll find that hard to believe. Yeah.
So that's where we are this week, mate. What's coming up in the week? I've got Son Reese and Debbie coming over Tuesday.
Oh, nice.
They're on the way down from the Sunshine Coast for
Nice.
a bit of R&R for a week and a bit. So,
Nice.
and then we've also got Jeff and Helen coming all the way over from England.
Oh.
So Andy Smith's mum and dad's going to come over, and they land in Sydney next Wednesday, Thursday, I think.
You're a busy man, aren't you?
And they'll be in Adelaide for 3 or 4 days. So we'll take them up the Barossa and
Yeah, nice.
make sure they get to taste some of the good soil and the grapes here from good old South Australia. And
Sounds like our next podcast might be June.
yeah,
You're a busy man, Ash.
no, we'll keep it going weekly as long as we can. We're up to nearly 94 now, so
Well, we can't wait for the hundreds. I don't know what we do that, whether we do it nude or something. That'd be
something.
interesting.
It'll be Area 51. But
Yeah,
no, we've got them
yeah.
coming all the way from Cornwall, and they got some mates with them. Lily and I can't remember the rest. I were told it, so apologies to you all. But yeah, we've got the UK is coming out for 3 or 4 days next week, and
Well, actually, we've forgotten to mention, because you and I love all things America and USA. We Super Bowl tomorrow, Ash.
who's in that one?
Seattle Seahawks versus the Patriots, New England Patriots. So, best offensive team in the Patriots versus the best defensive team.
Who have you got your money on?
I'm gonna go
You
Patriots.
sound like Bob Hawke when
Patriots.
you do that.
Oh, there's a funny Bob Hawke joke I'll show you when we're offline. But I think I'll send it to you during the week. So I Patriots only because Drake May is an amazing quarterback, and I think he'll overcome Seattle's defense. That's my call.
What's the score? 16 to...
17-10.
Oh, all right, let's see how close you get to that. That'll
Nowhere
be
near
right.
it, folks, but it'll be fun trying. But no, look, I think Patriots will get it. I mean, obviously, Patriots, no one likes them because of the Brady stuff and the cheating that went on. But I think that's
Yeah,
long
well, we
gone,
did
and they've
that
got a
in-
new coach now.
The
So,
Australian cricket team did that in Africa, didn't they? So
that night I was actually watching that night, and I thought we're not going to get these blokes out. And then I went to bed thinking, I don't know how we're going to try to get them out. And I woke up the next morning and we tried to sandpaper.
I did watch a film on that last night, and
Oh, really? Yeah.
you know that's where Langer came into it. You know because Buff said that's
Oh,
it,
yeah.
I'm out. So
Yep.
he did the right thing. Not that he was a part of it, but it's. Do you ever recover? No. I'm going to say it now. You land in New Zealand. As soon as I hit the tarmac, I think, fucking hell, we gave an underarm bowl here instead of losing by 6 runs. We did an underarm. So every time I go to New Zealand and, Liv Trembath is probably the recipient of that, saying, I don't mind you Aussies coming over, but you fucking bowled an underarm,
Well, I know I don't like those things in sport.
They're not needed, mate. The whole idea of being Australian is that win, lose or draw, as Brooksy says, part of winning's losing. Now, if they're good enough to hit a 6 off your last ball, sucked in.
The odds on of a spinner back in those days, because it's a bit different these days because they've got different bats and all the rest. But
do you reckon it did Trevor any good?
No. I don't think his brothers ever spoke to him again.
I think bar Ian. Ian was probably, as we know, Ian was the eldest, was that he was exempt from that part of it because
Yes.
Greg and Trevor were obviously involved in it. But I don't reckon we can ever get over it.
I reckon
We
in
hate
sport,
cheats and we cheated, and I just think it's not cheating. It was in the rules of the game, but it was un-Australian. That's better. It's un-Australian what
absolutely.
we did.
And the sandpaper gate was too. I mean, look,
That's just blatant
for
fucking
them
cheating.
to allow Warner and Smith, and I don't know, I probably stand alone on this, but my thought was to ever let those blokes represent the country again.
How did they allow them to do it again?
I don't. For me, that's like, I'm sorry, you've done something totally un-Australian. You don't deserve. And then Smith, to be captain during the Ashes this season when Cummins wasn't around. How does he get to captain?
I don't know.
country again?
If you knew about it and you said
personally-
nothing, you're an accomplice anyway.
Correct. And I just don't agree with it. But yesterday Goodwood were up in the
They
Division
didn't
2
use
game I was
sandpaper,
winning.
did they?
Were you there? No. But they were up 15-0 and they had blokes stealing second and third. Yeah,
well, you don't steal after 10.
So to me, as umpire, I walked around.
Number 2, Derek Jeter.
He wouldn't have stolen 15 up.
How was that ball smacked to shortstop? And he fielded in the air, turned around and pivoted like a cat and chucked that guy out at first.
Every now and then, we're lucky enough to get a sportsman.
It's all right, Maz.
who
Grab
is
some
just-
tissues.
Yeah, exactly. Maz will be back in the next minute. Yeah, exactly. But every now and then we get generational sports people, don't we? And he was one. And, you know, your Jordan and Jeter was in that category.
Number
And
2, Derek Jeter.
that's why the
captain.
special catch that he took that was similar to the Jordan logo.
Well,
you know, they
he
used
was a
that as the Jeter
Michael
logo.
Jordan, wasn't
Yeah,
he? You know, like
yeah.
you look at Michael Jordan and goes,
Yep.
well, I can play baseball as well, which he could, but he wasn't at Derek Jeter's. Same as Derek Jeter couldn't go to basketball and be the same level as Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
You know, and they're not saying they were, and I'm not saying they were, but they were the benchmark in their own fields, weren't they?
They were, and I think that the thing is that I like out of that is that they all respect each other highly. You
Love
know,
it.
Jordan speaks
To be
about
at that
Jeter
level.
and just goes, you know, he was elite, he was special, a special player, and he says the same about Jordan. I think I like that mutual admiration between them as well.
Well, I
'cause they
think
were,
the beauty of us two, we're probably special needs people as well, aren't
well,
we?
we're very special. I've been told that by several people.
Same here.
Yeah,
My
especially-
mum said I was
especially
special.
since umpiring, I've been told I'm special, and you know, I appreciate that. I think they're saying it in the right way, aren't they? They wouldn't be saying it in a
I
nasty
think so.
way. Surely they're not being nasty. But,
I think so.
The lady from Northern Districts called me special yesterday. That was good. Yeah, so I think she was being nice.
Well, you've got to take that as a positive, don't you?
I gave him my number after, so I think she was.
Hey, mate, we're going to run
Hi,
out of time
Julie.
in a minute, so we've got up to the hour again. So, hey, that's the 8th of February gone. We'll
Yes.
probably miss next week with all the internationals here, and we'll probably
Yeah,
go
let me know when you're ready again.
the week after. So, looking forward to seeing these people. So,
Enjoy yourself, folks. Lovely to speak with you, all of you again. Thanks, Ash. Been another good one, mate. Really
Shawnee,
enjoy speaking
it's
to
a
you.
lot of fun.
Love speaking to you, Ash, man, and good luck with all the rallies and people on the way. Hope they have a great
We
time.
got all the Cornwall people coming over.
Hope they have a great time. Take them down to Splash Mountain down at Noarlunga. It'll be.
I think we're going down to Glenelg.
Oh, hello.
This has been a Milne Road Studios production.
Bye, folks.
Shawnee, thank you, mate.
Thanks, mate. All the best.
Fucking love doing this. It's good fun.
All the best, mate.
Can't beat Sundays, can you?
Oh, favourite day of the week.
Brum, bum, bum, bum. G'day, Chris.